Good morning, everybody. It is Seditious Saturday. It is August. Nope. That's going to be September. And maybe I need to get my glasses checked. It is September 9th, 2023, and it is a very foggy morning out this morning. You can see that I am not driving to work yet. I will be shortly. But I am currently having breakfast and getting myself ready to go. But today is going to be a special edition of Seditious Saturday. Today I'm going to have, my wife has put together a video for you guys on potatoes. We just harvested our potatoes this last week, and so I'm going to have her go through and talk through that. So yeah, what more seditious thing for anyone to do as a civilian than to take care of yourself by having a garden and growing your own food. Anyway, hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and we will talk to you guys next week. Stay prepared.
Hi, it's Miriam from Well Done Homestead. Today I'm going to show you about the potatoes that we dug today and what we do with them and how we preserve them. This is our harvest from today. Just a few potatoes. This is just what was done today. We've got some really tiny ones in there. That's a different variety that we did not grow before, and they stayed pretty small. I don't know if it's because we didn't weed that portion of the garden as well, or if I don't really know what the issue is. But they're pretty good sized potato. These are Yukon Golds, and they're very delicious all around potato, buttery and sweet. Now we did dig a few potatoes a couple weeks ago, and let me show you how we process those so far. Right, so these are the potatoes that we dug. It's been just about 2 weeks now. You lay them out, what we did was lay them out flat in boxes on a table here. You can see we got 4 boxes. These are, if you can see the difference between the potatoes we dug today and these, they began to form a bit of a skin on them. Now, if you look at this one that I grabbed, this was damaged when we dug it up with a hoe or something, the shovel. So it's edible, but I'll be setting that one aside. I've got several over here. We'll cut those pieces off and eat those first. I don't want to put those into long-term storage. Now, we laid them out like this, and I have these, pardon my mess, I have these papers from banana boxes, actually, that I lay over just, you can see, loosely laid over the box so that there's still airflow that gets in there, but there's no light, because you'll just ruin your entire crop of potatoes if they get sunlight, so they'll green on you, and those are poisonous if that happens. You can see here I've got my grow lights. This is sort of my grow table. It's in my basement. I do all kinds of things down here. And a cat litter box. But you can see I've got my growing things, but for starting seeds inside, lay things along this table. But obviously it's not the time of the year, so we do different things here. Now, this is fun. The previous owners of this house, we've lived here 9 years. In our root cellar, which I may show you sometime, they left a whole bunch of these. There's orange bags and onion bags, and I just hung on to them so that I can store the potatoes in them during the winter in the root cellar. So bless them for that. I knew I hung on to them for a good reason. So I'm going through now and just look at each and every potato. You're going to handle every single one. Look at it carefully. Make sure a nice skin has formed. Now, the kids dug, my 2 youngest kids dug potatoes for us just last week, and my daughter didn't know. She dumped the newly dug potatoes on the ones that were already hardening off. So you can see on this potato, the skin hasn't formed as thickly. So I'm not going to put that into storage yet, because I want a nice skin on there. I don't want them to start rotting on us. Now, I don't know yet how long these potatoes will last in cold storage. I keep them in my root cellar for about, which it maintains, in the winter, it maintains between 40 and 50 degrees. I run the dehumidifier in the rest of the basement, but keep the root cellar closed because we actually want a nice little bit of humidity in there. for the things that, not a lot of humidity, just sort of natural underground sort of humidity. You don't want it too dry. Obviously, even worse would be if it's too wet. So use your judgment on that if you have a really wet basement. We live in an old house, and the original house had a root cellar. So I, again, built-in shelves and everything, really grateful for that. Another thing that I wanted to add is these potatoes are little guys. They're delicious little guys. You can just throw in boiling water, and at the end just mash and throw some fresh rosemary and other herbs. They're and butter, of course, salt. They're delicious to eat that way. But pro tip, these small ones will go bad the fastest, so use them first. Throughout the winter, check your potatoes. Make sure you don't have any rot going on. Just a good idea to go through and check periodically, because one bad potato will ruin the whole bunch, and we've all smelled a rotten potato. No bueno. The good news is now, if your potatoes start to sprout, just hang on to them. In the spring, when it's time for planting, you've got your seed potatoes.